Hi, welcome back to Growing Things this week. I have just been growing some flowers in beautiful nature, and I want you to join me. Today we are talking about sunflowers. I have given you some sunflower seeds in your little baggie, and we are going to go outside and plant one. Okay, you're going to have to talk to Mom and Dad about this. You might have to have a family meeting because I don't know if you realize how tall sunflowers get. They get really tall, like taller than us tall. So you're gonna have to find a place that makes sense, that it is a safe place, that it won't get stepped on, and that it won't be too much in the way, usually somewhere by the house, but this is gonna be a family conversation, okay? So I have got the Sunflower Parable book and seeds, because we need to figure out how these life cycles are working and what is going on. So first up, we're talking about seeds. This is by Vahaya Baddock. All right, let's see. Let me scooch on over here. Plants need seeds. Plants make seeds. Each seed can grow into a new plant. Seeds need soil, water, and warmth to grow. Seeds break open in the soil, stems grow up, roots grow down. The new plant makes leaves, flowers, and fruit, and seeds grow inside that fruit. Spreading seeds. Birds help spread seeds when they eat berries, and the seeds come out in their waste and fall to the ground. Do you know what that means? The waste of the seed comes out in their bird poop. Just a fact of life. Weather spreads the seeds because dandelion seeds float into new places with the wind. So have you ever seen one of these guys and then you can make a wish and you blow on it? I'll tell you right now, your parents wish that those dandelions don't grow in their yard. Am I right? They're so fun though. People scatter seeds. Pumpkin seeds grow well in large gardens. Ooh, he has dirty hands. Seeds we eat. Many seeds are good to eat. Peas are soft seeds that grow in pods. Do y'all love peas? Jane Lee likes to eat frozen peas. It's like one of her favorite snacks. Try a frozen pea. Sunflower seeds, they make crunchy snacks. These hard seeds grow in the middle of the sunflower. Look like those are all little seeds, you guys. Wonderful seeds. Large or small, hard or soft, seeds grow into new plants. Okay, it says parts of a pea plant. So there's the roots that go down. There's the seed first, and then the roots go down, the stem comes up, it starts to flower, you get the leaves, and they turn to the pods. Parts of the flower. Sorry, you probably couldn't see that. All right, the end. Seeds. Now I've got a story. I love this story. It's called The Sunflower Parable. And it's by Liz Curtis Higgs and illustrated by Nancy Munger. And a parable is a story that you can apply to yourself. So sometimes when you hear stories, you're like, yeah, I get that. Yeah, I see how that can happen in my world, in my life. So this is a parable about a boy named Logan. He's a young gardener, and he hopes to grow sunflowers that reach all the way to heaven by the end of summer. Let's see if he can do that. All right, here we go. The Sunflower Parable. Logan whistled his way down the lane towards home. He was counting the days until the summer sun would shine on his very own corner of the garden. The farmer promised him that he could plant anything he wanted, and Logan wanted something big, bigger than his brother's cornstalks or his sister's hollyhocks. He wanted to grow great big sunflowers, so tall they would reach all the way to heaven. After the warm sun of May chased the last frost away, Logan and the farmer chose the very best sunflower seeds. "Giant," declared the seed packet. Logan was sure his sunflowers would touch the skies by August. August is at the end of the summer, right? May, June, July, August. Logan and the farmer worked side by side. They hoed the hard soil. They cleared the heavy rocks. They yanked out the pesky weeds that might choke the plants. The farmer added fertilizer, and Logan pressed the tiny seeds down into the rich soil. Then the waiting began. The warm summer rain brought fresh water. The sunflower seedlings poked their thirsty heads out of the soil. "Drink, drink," Logan called from his window. The hot summer sun brought warmth and light, which made the plants stretch taller. "Grow, grow," Logan sang out. "How long until the flowers would bloom? How long until they'd reach heaven?" He really thinks these are going to be tall, guys. Soon, everything in the garden was growing very tall indeed. His brother's cornstalks soared up, up, up. His sister's hollyhocks waved high above the high fence, but nothing grew taller than Logan's sunflowers. Oh my goodness, I gotta turn the book this way. Whoa, that's really big. Look at the dog. Whenever a breeze blew through the garden, the sunflowers nodded their heads. "Yes," they seemed to say, "we have big plans this summer." July turned into August without making a sound. The giant flowers turned their blossoms toward heaven. They followed the sun with their round brown faces. So remember that part. See how the sky turned up, face the sun? "Soon my sunflowers will stretch all the way to heaven," Logan boasted. He was very proud of his hard work. Excuse me. But at the summer's end, the flowers suddenly stopped growing. Their faces heavy with seeds bent toward the ground. Hungry birds hopped around the stalks. What do you think is happening, guys? Well, Logan grew very sad. The tallest flowers on his father's farm would never make it to heaven now. The tall corn would be cut down for the harvest, and the hollyhocks would soon bloom no more. All their work was good for nothing. The farmer knew his son was disappointed, but the farmer also knew a secret or two. The corn would provide food for many people, and the hollyhocks would bloom again next summer. And for the sunflowers? Well, the sunflowers were created with a gift inside. Seeds. Seeds to feed the birds. Seeds to feed the people. Seeds to be carried all over the world, just as God had planned. "Look, my son," the farmer said. "See what a good harvest your sunflower has produced." Logan watched as the birds of every kind lifted the seeds right out of the sunflowers, and the birds flew up, up, up over the fields and off toward the horizon until they disappeared from sight. Father, the sunflowers reached heaven after all, Logan shouted with joy. Those seeds will go everywhere. The farmer nodded. What can you do with sunflower seeds that are left? Logan thought harder. We can sprinkle our seeds with salt and share them with our hungry friends. And we can save some seeds to plant next summer. Logan said, pleased with himself for thinking such good thoughts. Next year, let's plant twice as many seeds. The farmer nodded once more and smiled. See how much good we can do when we work together in my garden? Isn't that cute? The end. So, you guys, the sunflower grows super duper tall, and it shines its face up toward the sun, and it gets all its nourishment, right? And then after it serves its purpose, it did everything that it was supposed to do, it'll start to dry up, just like all the plants. We live in Ohio, so we see all the seasons where there's buds on the trees, and then there's full leaves, and then the leaves turn colors, and then the leaves fall off, and the branches are bare. And then it happens over again and over again. So the sunflower was doing exactly what it was supposed to do, growing super, super tall. And he had his face shine up toward the heavens, up toward the sun. And then when he was done and he was ready, then it gets heavy and dries and all the seeds fall out. And thank goodness the seeds fall out, because then all of those little birds get to eat them, and they fly away with them, and they drop them, and it gets planted in another part of the world. And so it's spreading all of that goodness, right? And so it's a little bit, the parable is like us and our relationship with God. And so we grow bigger, and we turn our face and our heart toward God, and we get all the blessings. And then the little seeds that come out of us, they don't look like seeds, they look like kindness and love, right? And nice things that we can do for others, and sharing the good news about Jesus. So that is the sunflower parable, and we need to go outside and plant a sunflower seed. And it's going to take a minute, but maybe throughout the summer we can show pictures to each other about exactly how tall our sunflowers are getting. Okay? I love you, and I hope you enjoyed my floral video. Let's go plant. Hi kiddos, I'm outside of my house, and I am looking for somewhere to plant my sunflowers. So I have decided right here, this is my kitchen window, might be a good place. It needs somewhere where it's going to get full sun, and this is pretty sunny. So if I plant them here, then I think they will grow, and they might even get up to my window, and I can enjoy them all summer. So here are my supplies. I want to show you, this is the sunflower packet that I got the sunflower seeds from. So in your little baggie, remember there's 3 different ones. I'm going to plant all 3, and then I have a little tool to use. Now on the packet here, I'm reading the back, it says it needs to be in full sun, right? And they can grow up to 12 feet. That's like way taller than your dad, okay? Like double your dad, like seriously so tall. It wants you to plant your seed 1 inch into the dirt, and they should be at least a foot apart. So if you're gonna plant all 3, make sure they're at least a foot apart. That's 12 inches. So you can get a ruler, you can eyeball it, but they need to be far apart. So I am going to plant mine. I got my handy dandy this. So I'm going to put one here, and I'm going to make a little hole. And then I'm going to, about maybe this far away from that one, do another hole. I'm just gonna plant 2 of my 3 and see what happens. Okay? Okay, I don't wanna make you sick. I'm gonna dump out my little things. Remember, I've got some eyeballs left. I'm gonna keep those for my my frog, when we do frogs next week. All right, so here are my little seeds. Here's my one seed. We're gonna put it down right there. I'm gonna cover it up. Beep, pop, pop, pop. So I've got some dirt and mulch, so I try to get it down into the dirt. And then we'll come back over here, get another one. All right, stick it in there. See it down there? And we'll cover that up. Pop, 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 pop. Now, I told you that you had to have a class meeting about where you were gonna plant these. I mean, a family meeting, I'm sorry. Because mom and dad need to know where we are planting these, if you're allowed, if there's room, like there might already be like a garden plan. But I did not tell Mr. Nickel. So it's just gonna be a surprise. And when they start growing, I might tell him because I don't want him to think that, you know, it's like a weed and that he picks it. But I'm gonna see if I can kind of surprise Janie Lee and Mr. Nickel. So that's my plan. So I hope you have fun. I cannot wait to see how tall these grow, and I really hope it works. So it needs soil, it needs water, it needs sunlight, and this beautiful air. Okay, enjoy your day. I love you so much. Bye.